Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Is it our 15th day?
Yes, it is.
It's our 15th day. And it's either Friday or Saturday.
Saturday.
It's Saturday. Hello, Cowabunga. It's Saturday. It's, I don't know, gone 7 o'clock in the morning, I think, by now.
7.
Quarter to 7. Oh, okay. We've had breakfast, so that's why we're a little bit late. Or later, because Suzanne doesn't like us saying we're late. We're leaving Castro Jerez, and we've stayed in a really gorgeous, I couldn't recommend it more, called Emmy Bed. Really, really, really nice hotel. 19th century, 1800s, you know, beautifully done up, really, really lovely, massive, massive rooms. Yeah, couldn't recommend. Best hotel, in my opinion, in Castro Jerez, and we've stayed in a few hotels here. We've stayed in the best ones we could find here, and this is the best one we've found. I think it's been a recent addition to their stock, so yeah, really nice. We're going to walk up a big hill and on to the Masato again, and yeah, right, love you all, see you. Well, you can see this, but that snaky path up that hill is where we're going today, well this morning, well now. So it's a bit of a climb in the morning, but it's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at this. Just lovely. It's a better closer look. We'll climb up. Suzanne crunching away. I'm going to say those immortal words. It's pretty here, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Oh, and my morning sunflowers. Gorgeous view. I'm not sure what it captures on the camera because it's a bit dark. But it's just lovely. We're not even at the top yet. Quite a way to go. Now you probably can't see this because of the sun. Well, we've climbed up top of the hill, which means that our level with the sun has changed, so you can now see the sun. But other than that, it's a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous view. Suzanne's down there coming up. There's a massive, massive drop off to the other side. What goes up must come down. And this is the other side of the hill we just climbed over. As we go down it now. They do love wind turbines here. But the landscape's so big, I don't think it has much of an impact. He hasn't seen the other side yet. Yeah. It's fabulous, isn't it? This is the Masato. It's quite flat. So, interview. How do you feel about Castro Jerez?
Well, what can I say? We've had 3 experiences in Castro Jerez. The first 2 were pretty negative, and I did not like the town at all. But this third one has been a very positive experience. So,
All 3 churches were open?
all 3 churches were open.
And
all 3 churches are museums.
Which is really weird.
Which is a bit odd. But they all have something to offer. And our hotel was beautiful. And it was a little bit cooler as well. Even now it's cool.
It's 19 degrees now.
Whereas before we've always arrived in 40 degrees of heat, and it's been like something out of a spaghetti western. So, we liked it.
there you have it. Castro Jerez has been redeemed. God has deemed it so.
It does also help having a 20k walk here rather than a 40k. That makes a difference.
Yeah, the 40k walks are, excuse the language, PG, are a bit shit.
We walked from Burgos to Castellas, which is about 41 kilometres. So it was a bit easier this time.
We've got 25k today. How much? 25k?
Yeah.
25k to Famista, which is quite a nice little town where the church is always closed.
Other than the big hill we've just done, it's flat. There's the bit along the river, a bit along the canal. So it should be
quite nice.
quite pleasant.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go. Anyway, oh yeah, we've got some things to discuss. So there's going to be some sort of psychotherapeutic interludes along the way, to bore the people that are watching this, because hey, they're not bored enough. You've probably got the sun in your face from behind my head, so I'm not wearing my hat. We've been talking about health, and because there was a scale in the room last night. I've never had one of those before, but a weighing scale. And I've lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. Suzanne has lost 4 pounds in 2 weeks. Yeah, which is actually really good. We're both really pleased. Isn't that great? And the trick to losing weight on the Camino is don't drink your calories. Okay? All I drink is water. So if you're boozing it up, if you're drinking wine and beer and all that, yeah, fizzy drinks, pop, you're drinking your calories. I also avoid, bread and jam, that type of thing. Well, tostados, toast in the morning with jam. I'll have proper breakfast. I'll have a tortilla or something. Just keep the amount of bread you eat down as well, and you lose weight. And I wanted to lose weight. Part of the reason for coming was to be a little bit healthier, lose a bit of podge. And so yeah, I've lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. Very, very pleased. Suzanne's pleased with her loss. So there you go. If you want to lose some weight, walk a Camino. Does it require commentary? See how pretty this is? We're going to do I'm going to do a psychotherapeutic interlude, and Suzanne probably will just have a go in the background. The two themes from Teresa Avelia last 2 days. Yesterday was honesty, and today is humility. And we've discussed a number of things over the past couple of days. And I thought I'd do a little bit of honesty. So this is about relationships. So anybody out there who wants to know how to have a decent relationship, this is how you have a decent relationship. The idea that a relationship should be based on conflict avoidance, tolerance, compromise, these wonderful values, is an idiot. It doesn't work. This is not how you build a relationship. Okay? If you take two people from two different backgrounds, usually, not from the same family, usually, and stick them into a relationship, there's going to be conflict. And if you think you can have a relationship without it, you're a better person than I, Gungadin, because it's just not going to happen. Avoiding it is just delusion and lies. There's no truth in it. And what you tend to find is and this is what I have found in my practice, which must be about a decade long now, and in my life, and I'm 53. So those that avoid conflict build up resentment, and they build up a lot of resentment to the point where they explosively part from their partners, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends. The relationships don't tolerate or cannot survive rather the build-up of dishonesty, because that's what it is. You're pretending you're okay with what's going on in a relationship when you're not. So in order to have, pardon me, keep belching, drinking a lot of water. Drinking water whilst walking. So anyway, yeah. In order to have a decent relationship, you have to be willing to have a fight. And I'm not saying a physical fight, come to blows or anything like that. I mean, you have to be willing to have a disagreement with someone, okay? You have to be willing to be honest and say, this is what I want from a relationship, this is what I don't like, this is, where I would like to go. You're going to have to find a way of coming to terms with the existence of each other. Now, what that doesn't mean is that it's about winning and losing, as in, I want this and I must win. Because the reality of that is, if you go into a relationship with someone and you fight them and you win and you argue with them and you win and you win, you're going to lose. You're a loser there because you're attached to the person you're winning against, and they're not going to be happy about that, and it's not going to work out. So what you have to be is honest, expressive, but also listen. So you have to sort of be able to say, right, this is what I want, what do you want? And then the relationship has to accommodate both of you. If it doesn't accommodate both of you, you're stuffed. A relationship is about accommodating each other. It's about where both people get their needs met. If you're not getting your needs met in your relationship, what are you doing? Why are you there? Find somewhere where you can get your needs met. Now, of course, certain behaviours, violence, aggression, passive aggression, overt aggression, controlling behaviours, manipulative behaviours, the darker sides of the masculine and the feminine, do not help relationships. And you have to also be held accountable within the relationship. But again, that's not about one person saying, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this. It's not about that. It's about you being accountable to yourself and the other person, and the other person in a helpful and constructive way, helping you see that what you're doing is not good for you. Not just not good for the relationship, but not good for you. That it is unhealthy. Okay? So you have to have some sort of accountability. Yeah. So I like the word regulation. So there's a need to regulate each other in a constructive way. It's not about criticising each other in order to try and get your way, because again, that's not going to work. It's about looking at something. When someone's, if you hold yourself to a standard and the other person holds themselves to a standard of decency, and then and as we do, we fall by the wayside sometimes. It's good to say to the person, hang on, what was that about? Where did that come from? What were you thinking, And it doesn't necessarily have to be within a relationship, but, they could be doing something with a family member or a friend, and you say to them, oh, come on, what was that? Where did that come from? And it's about being able to examine yourself, understand yourself within the relationship. The relationship should help you grow as a human being. You should grow together. It should be healthy and helpful. So this is how you formulate a relationship. There has to be an interaction where you are, and it's not just a fixed thing. Lots of people go, oh, okay, I know what we'll do. We'll take it in turns. And they formulate a contract. It doesn't work, because people always misunderstand the contract. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, so when the contract's not met by the other person, which it often isn't because things happen, things get in the way, again, resentment builds up. So it's not about formulating a contract. It's a moment by moment, day by day thing whereby you work together to help each other achieve what each other wants. It's not just about you getting what you want. It's also about helping the other person get what they want, because it's to your advantage to get what the other person wants. Yes, because then they're happy, and then you're in a relationship with a happy person.